Absolutely, sir. Manhattan offers unparalleled convenience. It's a place where the action never stops, and the opportunities are endless.
Welcome, esteemed guests, to Enzo's Butler's Exceptional English Club lesson. Today we tackle Brooklyn Charm versus Manhattan Rush, a New York dilemma. Our exploration is guided by poignant words and phrases, such as burrow, conundrum, and keep up with. Familiar idioms like hustle and bustle and fall short will shed light on our discourse's intricacies. After absorbing our main discussion, we'll challenge our understanding with reflective questions about Brooklyn's charm and Manhattan's pace. We'll conclude with exercises to refine our vocabulary, phrasal verb, and idiom comprehension, enhancing our English mastery. Now let's dive into this engaging exploration of Brooklyn and Manhattan's unique allure.
In an opulent room, surrounded by walls adorned with classic artworks and books, Enzo sits by the fireplace, sipping his evening tea. The light outside dims as night falls, painting the city in shades of deep blue and amber. Enzo's trusty butler stands at a respectful distance, ready to assist and share his wisdom. The age-old question looms in the air: Brooklyn or Manhattan?
Butler, I find myself at a crossroads, contemplating a move to New York, and I'm torn between the charm of Brooklyn and the rush of Manhattan. What are your thoughts on this?
Ah, sir, a splendid conundrum indeed. Let's weigh the pros and cons. Manhattan, undeniably, is full of energy and activity. It's the iconic New York you see in movies, reminiscent of Gotham City. It's a place where one can take the lead and keep up with its vibrancy and energy. What do you think about that?
It's true, Butler. The glamour and prestige of Manhattan are unparalleled. It's the place to be if one wishes to be at the center of it all. But what about Brooklyn? I've heard it's more laid back and offers a sense of community that Manhattan lacks.
Very observant, sir. Brooklyn indeed has a more relaxed vibe. The streets are wider, and there's less hustle and bustle. It's more about community, where people often strike up a conversation and form close bonds. It seems people in Brooklyn value deep connections. Does this resonate with you, sir?
Indeed, Butler. The allure of Brooklyn's brownstones and its relaxed pace are captivating. But I'm also drawn to the convenience and connectivity of Manhattan. Its transportation is top-notch.
Absolutely, sir. Manhattan offers unparalleled convenience. It's a place where the action never stops, and the opportunities are endless. But have you considered the limited space and the noise level in Manhattan?
Ah, the noise. I've heard it's a deal-breaker for many. And the apartments, they say, are tiny with little light. Brooklyn, on the other hand, seems to offer more value in terms of space.
Precisely, sir. In Brooklyn, one rarely hears, "This is too cramped." The spaces are generally more open and bright. And the noise level is significantly lower. It's a place where life seems more harmonious. How do you feel about Brooklyn's more tranquil lifestyle?
It's appealing, Butler. The idea of not constantly bumping into people is refreshing. It seems like a place to find peace amid the urban landscape. But what about the cost of living and nightlife?
A valid point, sir. The cost of living in Brooklyn can be high, especially in sought-after neighborhoods. Dining out and groceries might cost about the same as in Manhattan. However, many find they spend less overall in Brooklyn due to its relaxed nature. And while Manhattan boasts numerous entertainment venues, Brooklyn doesn't fall short in terms of charm and variety. What are your thoughts on this?
It's a tough decision, Butler. Manhattan offers the quintessential city experience and opportunities to socialize, but Brooklyn provides charm, community, and tranquility. It seems more conducive to settling down.
Indeed, sir. It's like choosing between the spotlight and a comfortable backdrop. Manhattan is where you can broadcast your glamorous life, while Brooklyn is where you can form lasting bonds and enjoy a unique ambience. The decision comes down to personal preference. Where do you envision yourself flourishing?
I'm leaning towards Brooklyn, Butler. Its charm, community, and calm are drawing me in. I can always visit Manhattan for a burst of energy and return to Brooklyn to recharge.
A wise choice, sir. Brooklyn's popularity is on the rise, especially as more people value spaciousness and tranquility post-pandemic. You can live a fulfilling life there, with Manhattan's allure just a subway ride away. Shall I begin looking for suitable places in Brooklyn for you, sir?
Yes, Butler. Let's begin our search in Brooklyn. I'm ready to embrace its charm while still enjoying Manhattan's vibrancy when the mood arises.
Very well, sir. I'll start the search immediately and present you with the best options in Brooklyn. Here's to a new chapter in this delightful borough. Always at your service, sir.
Comprehension questions. Question number 1. How does Enzo describe Manhattan? Question number 2. How does Enzo envision himself flourishing? Question number 3. How does Enzo plan to incorporate both Brooklyn and Manhattan into his life? Question number 4. What does Enzo mention as a drawback of Manhattan? Vocabulary multi-choice. He took a what of his coffee, savoring the rich and aromatic flavor. A. Socialize. B. Swallow. C. Sip. D. Drink. E. Broadcast. The Grand Art Museum in New York, what? With masterpieces awe-inspire every visitor. A. Adorned. B. Grocery. C. Filled. D. City. E. Reminiscent. She decided to, what? A new career path that aligned with her true passion. A. Tranquility. B. Find. C. Embrace. D. Pursue. E. Captivating. The park provided a what? Escape from the chaotic city life. A. Welcome. B. Tranquil. C. Tranquility. D. Quiet. E. Opulent. Phrasal verbs multi-choice. The streets of Brooklyn are narrow, making it easy to, what? Strangers. A. Run past. B. Bump around. C. Blend against. D. Blend into. E. Bump into. In the end, Enzo's decision of where to live, what? The proximity of art galleries. A. Came down around. B. Came mostly to. C. Came down to. D. Fell down to. E. Boiled naturally. Brooklyn's thriving street art scene requires effort to, what? Its constantly changing murals. A. Keep contemporary with. B. Keep up. C. Keep up in. D. Put up with. E. Keep up with. Enzo dreamt of, what? In a cozy Brooklyn brownstone with a view of the park. A. Settling down. B. Lying down. C. Settled permanently. D. Settling back. E. Settling in. Idioms and phrases. Definition: a factor that causes someone to reject or not consider something. A. Weigh the pros and cons. B. At a crossroads. C. A deal breaker. D. Hustle and bustle. Definition: faced with an important decision or choice. A. Weigh the pros and cons. B. Fall short. C. Hustle and bustle. D. At a crossroads. Definition: not meet expectations or requirements. A. A deal breaker. B. Weigh the pros and cons. C. Fall short. D. At a crossroads. Definition: busy and noisy activity. A. At a crossroads. B. Hustle and bustle. C. A deal breaker. D. Fall short. Definition: carefully consider the advantages and disadvantages. A. Hustle and bustle. B. At a crossroads. C. Fall short. D. Weigh the pros and cons.
I express my utmost gratitude for your attentive ear. If you enjoyed this lesson, kindly subscribe and share it with your friends. Should you seek further enlightenment in the intricacies of the English language, I do cordially invite you to pay a visit to Enzo's Butler.club and join our growing community of English enthusiasts. I am Enzo's Butler, always at your service.